What's going on, guys? K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an awesome day. Sorry about the crappy lighting in here. It's obviously a little bit darker. It's cloudy out, but I wanted to bring you this video super quick because we actually do have a very critical level for Bitcoin right now. This is not clickbait. This is not a fake out emergency. This is something we have waited a very, very long time for, and Bitcoin is literally at this level right now. So emergency update. I want to show you what's going on so you know what to expect over the weekend and what we can expect leading into Monday and Tuesday next week. So you can see right here that Bitcoin has actually gotten above our $21,500 level. In fact, it got over $22,000 briefly. Now, if you look at this little pattern right here, okay, so these are 4-hour candles, and you can kind of see that what we were starting to form, even though technically you would not normally use this on a 4-hour chart, but ultimately what we have here is a morning star pattern, right, where we had a slight downtrend, we had this sort of, doji, whatever you want to call it, and then we had a candle close higher than this candle from 4 hours ago, followed by 3 candles, which also is known as the 3 soldiers, right? So this is like literally textbook, bullish activity. Of course, usually you don't do this on a 4-hour chart. You would do it on a daily chart. But even so, just looking at this on the lower time frame for Bitcoin is pretty incredible. And you can see right here, we've had this downtrend holding us down. And zooming in right here, guys, we are attempting to push on this right now. The interesting thing is this high that we've talked about, $21,500, we are in fact sitting above this. This is the weekly, right? And currently we are pushing on this. So we do obviously have until the end of the week to hold above this level. And although I don't usually trust the weekend price action, this is a very, very significant level for Bitcoin. Let me actually switch it to the daily. You can see, look how many times we got rejected here. We got rejected here and here, right? So that's 3 rejections in a row. And currently today, not only are we pushing through this, but we're hitting that major downtrend. You guys can see the significance of that, right? Right here, and of course down here. So very, very, very huge for Bitcoin. We have to see what happens if Bitcoin can push through. You could see, remember I told you it was weird. There were like two things going on at once, right? We had this upwards parallel channel right here, and then we also had this bull flag potentially overlapping. Now, this was acting as resistance. You could see as soon as we broke through it, we sliced through like butter. We couldn't quite make it all the way up to the top just yet, but what you want to see is that we at least minimally can close above this white line. So we need to close, really it's around 21,465, but you want Bitcoin to close and hold above that level over the weekend. If we end up losing that and falling back into this, having one more fake out here, that could be bearish starting off the week. So you want to see that confirmation for Bitcoin. Now, we did talk about the CME futures gap. I still think it's possible for this gap to get filled, but anything can happen, guys. We can break out of here first, come down and retest this, which would be incredibly bullish, and we may actually come up here to potentially fill this gap first. But remember though, we do have this area right here, very, very, very critical, right, where we had this wick down here. You can see right here, and I believe that was the Terra Luna crash, right? That was the that was the Terra Luna crash right there. So that would be very, very psychological as well. That's around 28,000. Now that's over on the that's over on the CME futures, but obviously it's a little bit lower. The thing that is concerning me though right here, lower on spot. The thing that's concerning me though is that we're seeing this big pump in Bitcoin. We're also seeing this big pump in stocks, right? I mean, look at the size of this candle right now, attempting to pump up. So the big question is, and unfortunately they are still all tied in together, are we going to see this big breakout for both stocks and crypto, or are stocks going to basically hit this and end up falling back to the downside? That's what we have to pay attention to. But the thing is we know that Bitcoin was well overdue for this move, because this downtrend, 1, 2, 3, and if you really want to zoom in, you could say 4, 5, 6. So this trend has been tested literally 6 times now over on the stock market. And if we come back to Bitcoin, let me just get rid of these drawings right here, you can actually see that it's only been tested this one time up here, right? This one time, and then this other time right here, and this would be the third. This is the third time we're actually testing this. So Bitcoin was more than due for it. As you can see right here though, zooming in, it does look like we are starting to pull back. So keep an eye on this level. Like I said, if we do close above this level, it's basically sitting at around $22,000 even. And this is on the index chart. So this is a very, very, very good chart to be looking at for Bitcoin. Then our next level, our next target, I mean, you're going to get a little bit of resistance here, actually, around 22,800, but you could end up seeing Bitcoin get all the way up to $25,300. So, like I said, guys, if we have this breakout, we get that confirmation, that's where I would take the next trade, right? We took the first trade down here, right? When we had broken this downtrend, we knew that that was the first part to take the trade. Then we're stalling out here. The second part to take the trade is not on an immediate breakout, right? I mean, you could catch it to the moon. It could be the greatest trade of a lifetime, but there is that chance that it probably pulls back first before continuing to the upside. So when you get that confirmation, that's when you're going to want to take the trade. So if you guys do want to take that trade, make sure that you check out the tutorial popping up above. Also, make sure that you get subscribed to the channel. And the one other thing I want to point out too is that the DXY may be due for a slight pop. Keep our eyes on that on Monday. It may attempt to come up here and maybe retest sort of this 200 daily, or I believe this is the 50, right? This is the, no, this is the 200. Yep, this is the 200. So yeah, I definitely think that's a possibility. And that level is up at around 106.35. So, you know, there could be a little bit of turbulence next week, but nevertheless, guys, Bitcoin is obviously trying to show some strength. The bulls are trying to break out right now. So that's what we're looking at. And that's what we need to do to really confirm that we are in a sustainable, at least short-term uptrend. So ultimately, that's what we need to do. I'm not trying to get super bullish. I'm not trying to create hopium. I'm just letting you know we are literally sitting at that major downtrend right now. And what Bitcoin does over the weekend, especially then Monday and Tuesday, is going to be very, very, very important for Bitcoin, especially in the short term. So there is the possibility that we could get rejected. There is the possibility we could blast through it. Remember, I don't always trust the weekend price action, okay? Things can get a little crazy with low volume, but that is what we are looking at. So I hope you guys enjoy this short update. If you do, smash the likes, drop a comment. It helps more people to see this video because I want everyone to understand what we're doing right now in the charts. So if you guys, appreciate it, thank you so much. I will see you guys again tomorrow for another video. Hope you guys enjoy the update. Until next time, stay crypto, and of course, peace out.